Okay.
All right. This is Wesley Dieters reporting live at Mount St. Joseph this evening for Joe Biden's CNN town hall. We have come across some Cuban protesters here. One of their signs says SOS Cuba. We are crying out for help. Please take note of what's going on. I'd like for us to start with you this evening. Tell us your name.
My name is Janelis Leonard.
Thank you for coming out today. Tell us what your message is. Why are you here?
Okay, I'm here because last July 11th, the people of Cuba went out of the streets, and the government started shooting at them. They weren't out peacefully protesting because they want freedom. They have been living under a dictatorship for 62 years now, and I don't think that's fair. I mean, Cuba is allied with Venezuela. The Cuban people, the people that are actually living there, they don't have anybody to stand for them. And it seems like the whole world is ignoring the whole situation, including President Biden.
Absolutely. And what do you have to say to the administration's claim that the Cuban people are outside protesting because of COVID?
Exactly.
That's that's what we hear because they manipulate the news, the information.
And that's not fair because even if you watch on all of the videos, they're shouting for freedom. That's what they're saying. They're not asking for food or medicines. They want Cuba back. They want the dictatorship out. They don't want it anymore. And I think that
Years is enough, and the dictatorship have been there for 62 years. People are tired of that. People are, they shouting because they say I'm not afraid anymore. So that's why they go on the street even if they get killed because what the dictatorship does.
So what we've noticed over the past few days is some of the main state media, as we like to call it here, the Main Street media, has accused some of these Cubans, these pro-Cuban movements in Kentucky, as being, not for freedom, or the Cuban people actually love the dictatorship, they love the tyranny. What do you have to say to those people who don't understand what's going on in Cuba?
I have to tell them that not every. I know that there's some Cubans that might agree with the communism, but what happened on July 11th is telling the whole world that most of the country is against it. They just don't have the weapons to fight it. Because, they were even fighting with sticks and rocks. That's everything that they had to fight for their lives.
So, what's interesting is Black Lives Matter came out in support of the Cuban government. And here we are standing shoulder to shoulder with Trump supporters, pro-lifers, white, black, brown, yellow, any and every color. Where are they? Where are they for the brown people of Cuba? Where are they?
I say all life matter, not even black, white, yellow, pink, whatever. All life matter.
Including the life of the unborn. Amen?
Exactly. I totally agree. She got a degree on ultrasound technician, so she knows that all lives matter.
All life matter, definitely.
Do any of you have family in Cuba right now?
Yes, we have cousins in Cuba, and they had to stay inside their houses because if they go outside, the government goes to your house and they can even shoot you or they can take you to jail.
There's videos that prove that on the social media, but they always manipulate the information. They just say what they want to say, or what the is.
Some of the conservatives here in America can see the distinction. We understand what's going on. We have discernment. We can see what's happening. We sense a shift in the dynamic of our own government. As Cubans and as citizens who have family in Cuba currently, what do you sense is coming? Do you see any parallels between what's happening in the United States of America and what did happen in Cuba prior to?
Social media manipulating the information and saying what it needs to be said. That's the main thing. That's how everything started in Cuba, and it's gonna get worse.
Everything started in Cuba because of misinformation.
Exactly.
And we have proved that even the President Biden, his friend with the dictatorship, he don't care about the people. That's why Cubans are on the street shouting for freedom because we want him to, open your eyes, look what is happening with Cuban people, because the people who's matter, not that dictatorship, not the government, and they want to turn everything around, the news around, and it's not fair for the people. People are dying on the street. Parents, they've been shooting in their houses in front of the kids just because they ask for freedom, and that's not fair. Even if you wear this t-shirt,
You go to jail.
this t-shirt, you go to the jail for 15 or 20 years. That's unbelievable. You spend more on prison if you ask for freedom than if you kill a person.
That means, by the way, homeland and life.
Homeland and life.
The phrase of the communism is homeland or death.
And we change it for life.
Because I think that it's really important. I mean, you don't have to die to have it.
I think it's a great message. Home life and life. What a great message to end this interview on. We are so glad you're here. Bulldog Media, the conservative folks here standing shoulder to shoulder with you. Stand with Cuba. We're praying for Cuba. If there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. This is Wesley Dieters reporting live.
We would just want to make sure that we get a clear message that we asking for freedom. We don't asking for humanitarian help. We don't asking for medicine, for food, because if you send that to Cuba, you help the government. You're still helping the government, not the people.
I think that's a great point. What do you think about the Biden administration urging Cubans to not flee while they allow our southern borders in Arizona and Texas to be overrun by migrants from Mexico, but not the Cubans. But not the Cubans. How do you all feel about that?
Really bad. Because, I mean, if you're going to do that, then make it equal for everyone. I mean, that's what he should do.
Almost seems like there's an agenda. Maybe they're afraid that the communist people who want to, or the Cubans who want to free Cuba and want to flee Cuba have a very good understanding of what communism looks like. And maybe that's what they're afraid of. All right, ladies. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. This is Wesley Dieters reporting live for Bulldog Media.